Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin and maybe a few altcoins. Hope you're doing very well as always. Normally everything is working well. Microphone is on, camera was a little bit buggy but the issue is fixed. Everything is fine, perfect. So Bitcoin did got a nice continuation since the last update. When was the last update, by the way? That's a good question actually. So it was around there. Yeah, so since then we've got this very nice increase in price on Bitcoin. So yeah, very bad low here. This one was actually one of the yeah, one of the worst bottom, to be honest with you, I have ever seen on Bitcoin. But well, the one from before was nice, so it's fine. Continuation after that, bit of a fake out, front run basically of the swing £30 of the high, so nothing to do with that. I could offer of course some long trades here, but personally I was not looking for a long as I was long from before already. So yeah, continuation next to break the range to the upside. Okay, so this range just right here, then we break above, possible failed auction if we get acceptance back into the range. As I said yesterday in Discord, we didn't got acceptance into the range at the moment because we need to get some candle close. We've got millions of shorts, more of this in the bottom here. A bullish EVD on the range high, retest and flip to support again. This leads to the continuation to the upside into the first weekly naked point of control. Sorry, on the ticks 1. Why is Siri activating again? So yeah, not the best of the best of the best target, to be honest with you. Yeah, basically right now, you know, the biggest zone of confluence is really above us. So we are rejecting from a zone, basically, so the previous range value area low plus the previous week. Plus the previous weekly negative path control on the TX1. Again, I removed this from my chart first of all. I just checked that this morning because I was like, well, we rejected from just this value low here. But no, there is also this weekly negative path control. Again, everything happened at night. If you go and check out what happened, for example, here on the 1 minute, okay. Sorry, so it was pretty perfect, not gonna lie. So at 2 AM, you get the drop on the Asia Open. You can see her like, all the way down here you start getting millions of shorts coming in, so you just full reverse to go take the previous high to a very small swing £30. From here you stop all the shorts that came in before, and then you finally get the bigger drop with a lovely MC short reaction, by the way, from the very high. So technically speaking, we'll have a good high here. Okay, we have a good high. Now yeah, again, the time it was 2, 3, 4 AM for me, so I was sleeping at the time. But yeah, technically this was a good long. Moreover, this right now, if you go and check out what we have at the moment. Okay, so we have a high, lower high, and we'll have a higher high on the CVD with millions of longs that just came in. We talk about 30 million of longs that came in here. This is just pretty crazy, not gonna lie. So 30 million, if they're unable to push the price higher, we're going to go and find some liquidation below us. So yeah, this is not the best at the moment for higher prices, to be honest with you. Okay, unless they're in profit, it's fine. But if we start losing and breaking a little bit below it, it's not looking so good anymore, to be honest with you, because all the longs came in basically into the resistance almost. So yeah, technically speaking, this is a very good high. Okay, now yeah, we have a bigger zone of confidence a little bit above here, so that will be nice to still go a little bit above here in the end. Okay, I would say it's becoming unlikely that we go higher if we start breaking here below the point of control. Again, can we do this? Yes, it's possible. Now the thing is, if we break normally below this value high and point of control, it increases the probability of going to the value low next. Moreover this, we have an 80-20 setup today, just right here. Again, something to be aware of with these 80-20 setups is when you get acceptance first into the previous day value high, okay, you are most of the time going to erect the early shorts, and then come back down. Now if you go and check out when was the open, what we have done on a lower time from here, we get acceptance really into the previous day value area. Normally we talk about 2 or 3 consecutive candle close, a 30-minute candle close. Here it's not even one. We trap some shorts, we go rect, take the high, and then we come back down basically. So it's possibly also already done at the moment. But if we have to do something bigger, we can go swipe the highs once more into the bigger resistance and then come back down. That will be lovely, but honestly, well, it will all depends of if these longs are able to push the price higher. That's the only thing basically. So yeah, just something to be aware of. If we drop from here, we'll have a previous day value low target. That can be a first take profit. Okay, that will be for a fake out of the drop basically. Okay, previous day value low, for example, if it's Friday, then it's the weekend, so we can just maybe reclaim and then be range bound basically for another high next, for example. Okay, so just do a fake out here, swipe the low to go into the previous day value low, and from here get the reclaim and blah blah blah. Okay, it depends on the reaction here. But yeah, a loss of this zone basically normally increase the probability of going into the value low, just so you're aware of it. Anyways, let's update the levels. Sorry, so the levels here, daily. Do we have anything here? No, we don't. So let's go back here on the 1 hour. By the way, next week, this will be the weekly event with ATAS. You're going to be able to get some promo codes so you can get and enjoy discounts on the new subscription tariff, because on August 12th, everything will, it will become mostly paid. Again, you will be able to use crypto, if I'm correct, for free, but with limited features basically. So for example, for this workspace, we'll definitely have to take the subscription basically. So if you want to enjoy a discount, you'll be able to use a promo code, but to do this, you will have to sign up with my link. You have everything right below in the description. It's win-win, it support me, and you have a discount in exchange when next week when I'm going to share the promo codes with you. So you can enjoy discounts on the subscriptions, if you want to use this software, of course. So this is it for the naked session point of control. Gonna move this a little bit more on the right so you can all see. TPO, it's already hit. Yeah, well, this, by the way, is a DNPOC2. And let's have a look here at the TIX1, as always. Honestly, this whole move up here was just liquidations and stuff like that. This was not even a strong rise, all this rise here. So from the resistance, I will really be prepared for a short, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that if you hit this directly, you have to take a short trade, but I will really have the finger basically just right on the short button, waiting for the short to be pressed, the short button to be pressed, because this whole increase in price was absolutely crazy weak. And now that we are going down, we have a little bit of strange. So yeah, again, I would love to go there. So basically that brings us with a possible short trade. And I'm not saying, oops, that's long. I'm not saying you have to short the support. First of all, maybe on the lower time frame here, we can plant some resistance. Here, and we can took, yeah, so this will be really the best, not gonna lie, because you have all the lower time frame highs here to take. This one is already, no, so you will swipe all the previous lower time frame highs, sorry, get the good bearish reaction, and get the short trade entry basically. So yeah, this will be the lower time frame trade setup if we don't get that, because we don't get anything bearish inside here. Well, it is very simple. The next target is a new high basically, and so we'll look for the next target, the big target we have planned. And overall, it will be nice to go and touch that, to be honest with you. Now, yeah, I'm aware so of this current low, I mean, still big resistance, but not as big as the one we're having above here. So I'm still aware of this resistance right now, so that's why I'm planning a possible short trade on the lower time from here. Yeah, otherwise if there is nothing good inside again, the only way to determine if there is anything good inside is by reading the order flow. If there is nothing good on the order flow to take a short trade, there is no way I'm going to short that. And so we're going to go for the highs again. If we go for the highs, we go and hit we just go hit our target basically. So yeah, that is the lower time frame trade setup here. Gonna add this and took this one in here. Perfect. That's the lower time frame trade setup if we have to enter a short trade. And next first take profit, of course, if we get the short trade, will be at the low here, point of control, daily negative path control. Again, you can or not take profit depending on the reaction. Also, it depends on what you prefer. If we are not holding here, then it's a loss of the point of control. Here we have a plus probability to go down here, but can we do a minus probability here and just swipe the low and come back up and then range bound for the weekend? Yes, it is possible. It's just less probable. That's it. Two different configurations. You have to come down here. More probable to continue the drop, less probable to bounce, but it's not impossible as always. That's the process here. Very simple. If we drop below here, this is the next target, and if we break below here, we are definitely going towards a new bottom on a Bitcoin. Yeah. If we drop below this, probabilities, boom, we go swipe the low here. Break this, go for a new bottom. So we have the resistance above, the support below us. This is the next one above, very big resistance. If we break above this, then we can look for all the highs for a swing through the pan, basically failed auction of the highs. Okay, so failed auction, spend some time, form something bearish on the order flow, fail basically to continue up, start to form a massive absorption, for example, just swing through pan the highs, massive weakness, absorption, get an MC short reaction directly after that, then you can take the short and boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is a failed auction, otherwise swing through pan, just come above here, swipe all the highs, come back down directly, leave the previous highs only with a wick like this, for example, or like this, or like this, just get a wick, close back below, get the MC short reaction, and reverse. Okay, if there is again no reaction here, we look for the all-time high. So this is the next target basically. If we break above the big resistance we're having just above us, we look for the three highs. If there is nothing bearish, new all-time high, and overall more likely is to go for a new all-time high. If we get the rejection from here, okay, in terms of wave, there are so many configurations right now on the lower time frame. It's kind of crazy, not gonna lie, because here we have again some possible 5 ways up here, a correction, you know, this was a 5 ways, I draw you into the last Bitcoin update, but basically you've got here, so 5 ways up, a correction, and now you're having another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what can, I mean, that brings us with basically a possible A, oops, B and C completed already, and so now we can look for a drop that will be for a bigger, you know, WXY, or we can look for a 1, 2, and another wave 1, 2, so drop, you know, down into the previous level low, and then get the increase in price. I mean, honestly, this brings us with so many configurations. It's not even worth to do the wave count. I mean, it's not even worth to put some wave on this, because there are so many configurations possible. So the only way to trade is to trade basically the levels. But yeah, just be aware of that. If you reject here, let me just hide that for a moment. Just the draw by the way. If we go, for example, up here and we fail and we just fail to continue up, basically we just get a massive short opportunity here. It can bring us with such configuration, boom, and so that will be for a W, X, and a Y wave down. Again, don't really be aware of the fib time here. and the Y. Okay, so that's a possible configuration we can get, okay, because all the increase in price from before here basically is crazy weak. Okay, so yeah, this is something possible, just something to be aware of. If we hit the resistance, get something bearish, that's possible. Okay, but again, next we need to lose the support to really say that we're in this, because otherwise we can look, you know, for a wave 1-2, for another wave 1-2, and then get the continuation. So it can still bring us with a short trade to go for a wave 2 and then come back up again. But at least, for example, for a day, we rather move to the downside. So yeah, just so many configurations basically with the wave right now. So it's not even worth doing the counts, honestly. So yeah, still looking for this overall, but I'm aware of a bigger possible correction if we get something bearish off the resistance. That's the most important thing. So yeah, that is it for Bitcoin. To be honest with you, we'll have the next support, the next resistance, the next lower time frame setup. So yeah, what can we look for otherwise? Ethereum is just bouncing and getting the continuation to the upside. Okay, that's pretty nice. Possible 5-way through to the upside this way. Otherwise, if we fail to continue up directly here, okay, if we fail, we just come back down here, then that brings us with a triple wave down, a triple wave up, and so here we can look for either a W, X, Y, either an ABC flat, and honestly, it will be more this way here, an ABC flat, so 5 ways down here more likely. So you pull the extension tool from the A wave root to the A wave bottom to the B wave top, you add all the correction targets, and it will bring us with the targets of the correction. That will be simply for a longer green wave 4, and next you will get the increase in price again for the wave 5 to complete this bigger wave 3. Okay, but yeah, for now, otherwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unless Bitcoin is bearish, we can look for a nice continuation here to the upside. Okay, so that is it for Ethereum. If BTC is almost the same. Okay, it's just the same basically. We're into this last 1, 2, 3. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're into the wave 5. If we just reject from here, we take a bigger correction. So ABC flat or WXY into the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, a longer wave 4, and then we get the wave 5. But yes, for now, yeah, and as Bitcoin is pulling back a lot, the most probable is to go into the 1618 at least here for this wave 3. So yeah, that is it honestly for today. Normally we have no news, if I'm correct. Yeah, there are no news. So yeah, it's Friday, so have all a brilliant weekend ahead. Stay tuned for the next update that will be basically during a weekly event with ATAS, where I will be sharing some promo codes for you, also you can enjoy discounts on the new tariff on ATAS. So if you want really to enjoy this software with a discount, you can sign up with the link you have in the description, and next week you'll be able to use the promo code I'm going to share with you, so you can enjoy discounts, because crypto will mostly become paid. If you want to use, for example, this workspace, you will have to pay, for example, for the volume chart to get more than 3 market profiles in TPO per chart. I mean, yeah, so anyways. So yeah, brilliant day ahead, wishing you all and a nice weekend ahead too, and catch you all in the next one on a Monday. Take care. Cheers.